Deep in the heart of Japan, nestled amongst towering mountains, lies Shirakawago, a village where ancient traditions and a simpler way of life still thrive. Join us as we explore this hidden gem, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its captivating beauty. Imagine stepping back in time to an era before skyscrapers and traffic. Shirakawago, with its Gassho-style farmhouses, stands as a proud reminder of a bygone era. These architectural marvels, built without nails, showcase the ingenuity and resilience of its people. Shirakawago isn't just a pretty village, it's a testament to human resilience. Carved into the mountains of Gifu Prefecture, this UNESCO site sits in a valley surrounded by the Japanese Alps. For centuries, the only way in or out was by foot, forging a self-reliant community. The village sits at the base of these mountains, a cluster of houses huddling together. Above them, the slopes rise, a patchwork of emerald green in summer, turning to fiery reds and oranges in the fall. And always those snow-capped peaks, a constant reminder of nature's power and beauty. Cutting through Shirakawago is the Shirakawa River, a lifeline for irrigation and a source of beauty. Stand on one of the wooden bridges and listen to the roar of the river, a reminder of nature's raw power. In the old days, the river was a highway for transporting timber. Today, it adds to the village's charm, reflecting the sky and mountains like a mirror. In spring, cherry blossoms line the banks, their petals falling onto the water's surface. Even in winter, the river's stark beauty is undeniable. To truly appreciate Shirakawago, you must see it in all its seasonal glory. Spring bursts forth with cherry blossoms and shimmering rice paddies. Summer brings lush mountains and the scent of wildflowers. Autumn's riot of colors paints the landscape in crimson, gold, and russet hues. Winter blankets the village in snow, turning it into a fairy tale scene. Each season offers something unique, showcasing the enduring beauty of this remarkable place. Shirakawago wasn't always a UNESCO site or a tourist destination. For centuries, it was a hidden world, almost forgotten by the outside. The Gassho-style houses with their steep thatched roofs were built out of necessity to withstand heavy snowfall. Life here was hard, with long, brutal winters often cutting off the village. Yet, the people of Shirakawago endured, adapting and building a life in harmony with nature. Their history is a story of resilience and human endurance. Today, Shirakawago is home to a small but dedicated community of around 1,500 people. They are fiercely proud of their heritage and determined to preserve their way of life. Walk the narrow lanes and feel the sense of community and shared history. The villagers are the true guardians of Shirakawago's legacy, keeping old traditions alive. You'll see them tending to rice paddies and repairing thatched roofs using age-old techniques. Their stories, passed down through generations, keep the spirit of Shirakawago alive. There's a timeless quality to Shirakawago, as if it exists in a bubble, untouched by the outside world. Stand in the village square at dusk, and the air is still, the silence broken only by the Shirakawa River. The sky blazes with stars, and the Gassho-style houses glow warmly. In that moment, it's easy to imagine yourself transported back in time. Shirakawago is more than just a village. It's a state of mind, a reminder that some things, the most important things, never really change. You can't truly experience a place without tasting it. Shirakawago's cuisine is about sustenance, using what the land provides. Imagine sitting in a centuries-old farmhouse, the air thick with wood smoke and savory aromas. Discover hoba miso, a simple yet flavorful dish cooked over an open fire on a magnolia leaf. Gohei mochi, grilled rice cakes with a sweet and savory glaze, warms you from the inside out. These dishes are stories of survival and making the most of what you have. Shirakawago's culinary scene is about humble ingredients transformed by tradition. Local tofu, made with spring water, has a purity you won't find in city supermarkets. The region's ramen, with rich broth and thick noodles, is perfect after a day exploring. It's not just about the food, it's about the experience of sharing a meal with locals. In Shirakawago, food is a celebration of life, community, and the land. A reminder of the enduring value of tradition. Don't let the language barrier deter you. While English might not be widely spoken, the language of hospitality is universal. Embrace the unknown. Order off the menu without knowing what it is. Use hand gestures and a phrase book to communicate. You might be surprised at how much you can convey with a smile and a heartfelt "arigato gozaimasu." Embrace the language barrier and let Shirakawago surprise you. Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples often stand side by side in Japan. Shirakawago, for all its isolation, is no different. Look for small, unassuming shrines in the forest, marked by simple torii gates. These are places of quiet contemplation, where villagers offer prayers for good harvest and health. The mountains themselves are sacred, seen as dwelling places of kami, spirits inhabiting all things. Stand on a mountaintop and feel the peace and connection to something larger than yourself. Life in Shirakawago follows a rhythm dictated by the seasons and the cycle of rice planting and harvesting. Festivals, like the Doboroku Matsuri, celebrate the year's harvest with unrefined sake and traditional dances. The Winter Light-Up event transforms the village into a fairy tale scene. These festivals are vital to Shirakawago's cultural identity, keeping traditions alive. They are more than entertainment. They are a way of passing on heritage to future generations. To witness one is to glimpse the soul of this remarkable village. The true beauty of Shirakawago lies in the spirit of its people. For centuries, they have lived in harmony with nature, relying on their ingenuity and community strength. Step inside a Gassho-style house and see the intricate woodwork and thatched roofs. Watch women weave patterns on wooden looms and listen to elders' stories of resilience. These living traditions connect the past to the present, celebrating heritage. Shirakawago stands as a reminder of the enduring value of tradition, with its people as keepers of a bright flame in the heart of Japan. Shirakawago sits in a valley. Mountains on all sides. This means one thing: the weather plays by its own rules. Forget your tidy forecasts, your predictable urban climates. Here, nature calls the shots. Summers are warm, humid even. Think lush greenery, rice paddies shimmering like emerald mirrors. It's the kind of heat that makes you want to linger by the river, maybe sip some iced green tea under the shade of a tree. But don't let that lull you into a false sense of security. This is the mountains. Weather can turn on a dime. Afternoon thunderstorms roll in, unleashing torrential downpours that turn the narrow lanes into rushing streams. Bring an umbrella. Better yet, embrace the rain. Duck into a local shop, sip some sake, and watch the storm clouds roll by. It's all part of the Shirakawago experience. Autumn is spectacular, of course, but as the leaves fall and the air turns crisp, winter approaches. And winter in Shirakawago is a force of nature. If you want to see Shirakawago at its most iconic, come in winter. But be prepared. This isn't your picture postcard winter wonderland. This is the real deal. Temperatures plummet. Snow falls, not in inches, but in feet. The mountains, once emerald green, disappear under a thick blanket of white. The village is transformed. The Gassho-style houses, their steep roofs designed to withstand the heavy snow, take on a magical quality. Smoke curls from their chimneys, painting streaks of gray against the crisp blue sky. The air is still, silent except for the crunch of snow underfoot. Walking through the village is like stepping into a snow globe. Everything is pristine, untouched. The world feels smaller, quieter. It's magical, yes, but it's also a stark reminder of the power of nature. This is not the time for flip-flops and t-shirts. Pack layers. Invest in some serious waterproof boots. bring your sense of adventure. Section 3. Timing is everything. So when is the best time to visit Shirakawago? Well, there's no easy answer. It really depends on what you're looking for. Spring is a time of renewal, of delicate beauty. Cherry blossoms paint the landscape in shades of pink and white. The air is filled with the sound of birdsong. It's a time for quiet contemplation, for leisurely walks along the river. Summer is for festivals, for experiencing the village's vibrant culture. The days are long and warm, perfect for exploring the surrounding mountains. Autumn brings a blaze of color. The mountainsides erupt in a riot of reds, golds, and oranges. It's a photographer's dream. And then there's winter. Magical, yes, but also challenging. Come prepared for the cold, for the snow, for the possibility that you might just fall in love with this place all over again. Ultimately, the best time to visit Shirakawago is whenever you can. Each season offers something unique, a different perspective on this remarkable village. We've talked about the beauty, the history, the spirit of Shirakawago. Now let's get practical. You're here. You've made the journey. What do you do? First, lose the itinerary. I mean it. Put down the guidebook. Shirakawago isn't about checking boxes. It's about getting lost. Wander the narrow lanes. Let the village reveal itself to you. Duck into a local craft shop. Watch an artisan at work, their hands moving with a skill honed over generations. Don't be afraid to strike up a conversation, even if it's just with gestures and smiles. Remember that sense of wonder you had as a child? Shirakawago has a way of bringing that back. Let yourself be surprised. Discover something unexpected. That's where the real magic lies. Now, let's talk accommodation. Forget your chain hotels. You're in Shirakawago. Do it right. Stay in a Gassho-style farmhouse. These aren't just places to sleep. They're living museums, offering a glimpse into a way of life that has endured for centuries. Imagine waking up in a room with tatami mat floors and paper walls, sunlight filtering through the small windows, the smell of wood smoke in the air. It's an experience unlike any other. Many farmhouses are still family-run. You'll be welcomed like a long-lost friend. Share a meal with your hosts. Listen to their stories. This is where you'll truly connect with the heart and soul of Shirakawago. A word of caution, though. Shirakawago is a living, breathing village, not a theme park. Respect the locals. This is their home. Be mindful of noise levels, especially in the evenings. Ask permission before taking photos of people's homes or belongings. Remember, you're a guest here. Act like it. Leave no trace of your presence, except perhaps a few kind words and a sense of gratitude for the experience. Tourism is a double-edged sword. It can bring much-needed income to rural communities, but it can also erode the very things that make a place special. Walk softly, tread lightly, leave Shirakawago as you found it. Better yet, leave it a little bit better. Support local businesses. Buy handicrafts directly from artisans. Spread the word about this remarkable village, but encourage others to do so responsibly. So, you're ready for Shirakawago? Good! You'll need to fly into Chubu Centraire International Airport. It's a bit of a mouthful, I know. From there, it's a scenic train ride through the heart of Japan. Trust me, the journey is part of the adventure. Pack light. Leave your preconceptions at home. Bring your curiosity, your sense of wonder. Shirakawago isn't a place you conquer, it's a place you surrender to. Let go of the need to see everything, to do everything. Slow down, breathe the fresh mountain air, savor the silence, talk to the locals, listen to their stories, learn a few words of Japanese. Arigato gozaimasu goes a long way. Most importantly, be present. This is a place where you can reconnect with yourself, with nature, with a way of life that's fast disappearing. Shirakawago is a paradox, a place seemingly lost in time, yet eternally relevant. It's a reminder that progress doesn't always have to come at the expense of tradition, that beauty can be found in simplicity, that the greatest luxury is often human connection. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there, Discover Shirakawago for yourself. But be warned, once you've experienced the magic of this place, it never really leaves you. It stays with you. A whisper in the wind, a reminder that there are still places in this world where time moves a little slower, where life is a little simpler, where the human spirit endures. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more travel adventures. And until next time, keep exploring. Before you embark on your journey to Shirakawago, here are a few practical tips to help you along the way. First, let's pinpoint Shirakawago on the map. Located in the mountainous region of Gifu Prefecture, central Japan, this enchanting village is nestled in the heart of the Japanese Alps. When planning your trip, it's essential to know the local currency, which is the Japanese yen. Make sure to have some cash on hand, as not all places accept credit cards. Shirakawago is a small village with a population of around 17,000 people, offering a cozy and intimate experience for all visitors. For those traveling by air, the nearest airport is Toyama Airport, around 75 kilometers away. From there, you can take a bus or rent a car to reach this picturesque village. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content about hidden gems in Japan. And until next time, keep exploring.